Good, happy Wednesday afternoon. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your afternoon edition of WRMK News 12. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's get started right now. First up, baby in stable condition after crash on I-93. Let's take a listen to that report from WMUR News 9.
We're learning more about the conditions of three people, including a baby, that were seriously hurt in a New Year's Eve crash on 93 in New Hampton. State police now say that all of those victims are in stable condition. The baby had to be flown to the hospital. Only one car was involved in that crash, and troopers are still investigating the cause.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Maine, Massachusetts getting more than $27 million to protect the North Atlantic right whales. Let's take a listen to that report from WMUR News 9.
Maine and Massachusetts are receiving more than $27 million to help protect a vanishing species of whale. The money is intended to aid the North Atlantic right whale. The population of the giant whales fell by about 25% from 2010 to 2020, and now their numbers are less than 360. The money will be used to enhance data collection, improve fishing gear, and make other changes designed to protect whales.
Okay, and there you go on that report.
We're learning more about the condition.
Whoops, sorry about that. Did not want to press that. Tate McRae spotted at Dartmouth hockey game. Let's take a listen to that report.
Or are you local hotshot? Another celebrity sighting in New Hampshire. Canadian pop star Tate McRae was spotted at last night's Dartmouth men's hockey game watching her brother Tucker play. McRae made her debut appearance on Saturday Night Live last month. You can share your shots of life in New Hampshire by joining the You Local group on the WRMK Facebook page.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Jack Dalton wins a Daily Point of Light Award for conversation service. Let's take a listen to that report.
Jack Dalton of Nashua is being honored for his work as a kid conservationist. He's getting a Daily Point of Light Award. The nonprofit recognizes people working to create meaningful change in the world. It all began with a program started by President George H.W. Bush. You see, Jack was inspired to take action because of his favorite animal, which is the critically endangered orangutan. He even created a YouTube series that has more than 1 million views at this point, and he's written a book for other kids. How cool is that?
Okay, and there you go on that report. Very cool indeed. Green Line closure begins today. Let's take a listen to that report.
Nikki Haley promised.
I will not now, not ever, support raising the gas.
Well, Doug, good morning. The MBTA says their ultimate goal is to get rid of those slow zones, but in order to do that, they have to shut down branches to fix those critical rail issues. So if you're a Green Line rider, here's what you need to know. The E branch between North Station and here at Heath Street is among those closing today. Other sections include no trolley service on the B branch between North Station and Babcock Street, and the C and D branches between North Station and Kenmore. Now, the staggered closures will last 23 days in total and in two parts. The T says shuttle buses or existing bus routes will cover the service disruption. They say the work during the shutdown will help get rid of speed restrictions and improve travel times. Riders tell us they're once again bracing for more alternative transportation and are hopeful the closures will prevent future issues.
I think that it was neglected for a really long time, and I think that the people who are in charge now are doing the best that they can, and I definitely don't envy them trying to, organize all of this. But, I'm very hopeful for moving forward that it will resolve and get better.
So the first round of Green Line closures again begins today and goes until January 12th. The second round starts on January 16th and lasts until January 28th. Reporting live in Jamaica Plain, Matt Reed, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Mount Desert Island YWCA hosting Day of Service for MLK Day. Let's take a listen to that report.
The Mount Desert Island YWCA is hosting a day of service for Martin Luther King Jr. Day to help those in their community.
The Y is asking for donations of personal care items such as shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrushes, lotions, razors, feminine care items, soap, socks, clothing, or anything one would need to help keep themselves clean and comfortable.
After 2 weeks, all the items will be given to the homeless or less fortunate in the MDI area.
The YWCA is partnering with homeless shelters and RSU 24 in Sullivan to help those that used to go to the community closet that is closed.
It's easier if you don't have to focus on all those personal care items, and you can spend your money on things that actually count, like your rent, your heat, your groceries. We're just helping to take one thing off the table.
On the last day of the drive, the local Girl Scouts will sort the items and split them up to hand out. The drive will end on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, January 15th.
Anyone can drop off items to donate at the YWCA in Bar Harbor on Mount Desert Street. Easy as that.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Very easy there. Bob Mendez accused of helping quarter in exchange for bribes. Let's take a listen to that report from NBC News.
Of all the Republicans running for president, why is Donald Trump only attacking Nikki Haley? Because Trump...
New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez has been hit with additional charges in his federal bribery case. A grand jury handing up an indictment yesterday. It accuses the Democratic senator of taking payoffs to help the government of Qatar. He was already facing allegations of accepting bribes and conspiring to act as a foreign agent for Egypt. Menendez has pleaded not guilty to the earlier charges. His attorney said the government's new allegations, quote, stink of desperation.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the...
Okay, and there you go on that report. And we're going to switch gears and let's go into weather. Here's meteorologist Kevin Scripa with a weather forecast.
Get peace of mind and monitored reliable power with the Generac automatic standby generator installed by Generator Supercenter of New Hampshire. Installation, maintenance, and 24/7 repairs. Don't wait. Call or visit GeneratorSupercenterofNewHampshire.com for a free estimate.
Another day with fair skies as we mix the sunshine with the clouds, waiting on a front that eventually arrives tomorrow, and the potential of a storm system for the second half of the weekend. A little more of an active pattern kicking up for us. Today, we're in the 30s to lower 40s again, and then a front arrives with a chance of a few snow showers or flurries tomorrow. Some colder air dives in behind that, and that gives us some snow potential for Saturday night and into Sunday. There is the potential for a widespread snow. Basically, somewhere in New England is going to see 6 to 12 inches of snow, whether that track is a little bit farther to our south, keeping the heaviest suppressed into southern New Hampshire, or if we get into a more widespread snow across most of the state, I think is the question mark here in the forecast. But we are expecting the potential, at least, for some slower or slick travel Saturday night, later in the evening and into Sunday. For the time being, a front approaches from the Great Lakes. That will get here tomorrow. Temperatures out ahead of that today will be in the 30s to lower 40s, and we'll drop lows into the 20s with fair skies tonight. Similar temperatures tomorrow, but you'll notice the front brings at least the potential for a passing snow shower or a few flurries. Best chance will be in the North Country late morning and into the afternoon. And after the front goes by, the winds pick up out of the northwest. That will drive in colder air. Highs Friday, after being either side of 40 on your Thursday afternoon, will only be in the 20s to lower range of the 30s. And that will be with a brisk wind, which will set up lows of the teens Friday night and even into Saturday evening. You will notice that we do have clouds building in on Saturday. And again, the track of this system will be incredibly important as to where the heavier snow band from this
this system resides. There are a few maps that keep that greatest snowfall to our south, while there are a few others that have it far enough north that the southern half of the state stands a chance of seeing some of that heavier snowfall. Most of that would occur overnight Saturday night and during the daylight hours Sunday, and then it pulls away Sunday evening and into Monday. 7-day forecast shows that system coming through tomorrow and the other potential system for Sunday. We'll be watching both of these closely.
Okay, and there you go on that weather forecast. And that does it for this afternoon edition of WRMK News 12. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and have a great afternoon, and goodbye.